In today's video, I want to show you exactly how to build a personal brand from scratch. I'm going to walk you through everything from creating your first post, building your following, and monetizing your brand. When I first started building my personal brand, I felt very overwhelmed and I started from basically zero. I posted for 3 entire months and basically nothing happened. I gained like 300 followers and it felt like I was talking to myself. But I continued. I stayed consistent. I posted every single day. And 1 month later, one video hit and I gained 10,000 followers. And then the following year, posted daily reels for 1 year and I gained 56k followers. And now we're sitting at 90k followers, January 2025. So my point is, if you stay consistent, you know what you're doing the right things, you are able to grow. But more importantly, this turned into a 6-figure business, which was the goal. I wanted to make money online. And this was the way. I needed attention, so I started building my personal brand. So with that being said, here's what I'm gonna cover in today's video. How to start your personal brand the right way. So we're gonna skip through all of the fluff and just go straight into the points that you actually need to do in order to start creating content. The exact content strategy that works in 2025, and let me tell you, the strategies change all the time, whatever. That's not really the case. The basics, the principle stays the same. So just focus on one thing and you will grow. How to turn your following into a real business, because this is the goal, right? It's nice to have followers, but if you're not making any money, it's kind of a waste of time. So the real thing that we are trying to do here is build a business and make some money. And how we do it through content and attention. So the biggest mistake I see people make when building a personal brand is, of course, waiting to be perfect. Everyone thinks they need to be perfect and they take so much time in order to get started. Like, no one is gonna be perfect when they start. Everyone is gonna have the same thoughts, the doubts like, I don't have the gear, I don't have the knowledge. You just gotta start. You try to appeal to everyone, so you try to help everyone, you wanna go viral, but yeah, going viral is not necessarily gonna grow your business, because if we're not targeting the right people, we are not gonna make money. So we wanna target the right people. Overthinking their content. A lot of people think that the content is not good enough. What are all the other people gonna think about me? We recently had one student in Agency Hub, or community. He was doubting of changing his content strategy, and he was doing gym content, but he was actually selling a completely different thing, and he was doubting changing the strategy to actually doing content of his offer, and he only had 300 followers. And I'm like, sure, if you want to grow a following and make no money, go ahead. That's your choice. But if you want to make money, you gotta do the right thing. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it. You are good enough. You can do this. So the simple 3-step system that helped me build my personal brand, that's what I want to go over next. So step 1, we have 3 steps. Step 1, the foundation. All you need is a smartphone with a decent camera. Everyone has a smartphone. Nowadays, if you're watching this, you probably have a phone. So that's basically all you need. And you don't need the newest phone. I have the iPhone 11 Pro, so it's like a 5-year-old phone, and the camera is great on this. So I use this for all of my stories and actually some of my content as well. Good lighting, window light works fine. So everyone has probably a window in their house. And then clear audio, just make sure you're in a quiet space. So audio and lighting, these are super important. I would say more important than the camera that you're using, because if a video has bad audio, no one is gonna wanna watch it, okay? Then here's what I want you to do. For the next 10 days, record one video every single day on your phone. Don't post it anywhere. This is just practice. Trust me, this will make a huge difference in your confidence. So make a video every single day for the next 10 days. You don't have to post it. Just talk to the camera and edit those videos. And after that, see how you did. Did you improve? Did your confidence go up? This is just gonna help you to build a mindset around your content and creating content. So yeah, do this for the next 10 days. Step number 2, content strategy. I call this the content trifecta. So we need a strategy. We don't have to overcomplicate this, but we gotta have a structure to follow so we stay consistent, because consistency is key, right? Otherwise we won't grow. So content is the first thing. What are you creating? What are you actually creating? Are you creating newsletters, emails? Are you creating long-form content or short-form content? I would highly recommend sticking with short-form content, Instagram Reels, because emails, you don't have attention. It's cool to write emails, but you gotta grow that list somehow, and that's through short-form content. Long-form content, it's very good. Everyone should start doing long-form content at some point, but it requires a lot of work and it's gonna be much harder to actually start. And when you're starting out, you don't wanna be overwhelmed, so I would recommend sticking with short-form content. Then we need a plan. When and how are you gonna create? So you need a content calendar. When are you gonna script the content? When are you gonna plan what you're gonna shoot? When are you actually gonna film that content and edit the content? And then when are you gonna post the content? So here in this example, I'm currently posting 3 times a week, and yeah, you gotta plan this out. This is a Notion template that I'm using. We actually give it away to everyone in Agency Hub, and yeah, it helps a lot to stay consistent. So plan everything out: when you film, when you edit, and then when you post. And then packaging, how you present it, basically. How do the videos look? How do you present it? Do you do a screen share? Do you talk to the camera, or do you have a voiceover with B-roll on top? You gotta nail this part. So how are your content actually gonna look? These are the 3 things you need to focus on. Moving on, step number 3, the grow plan. So I created a roadmap, a 90-day roadmap for you to actually get started. So for the first 45 days, I want you to post consistently 3 times per week at minimum. So at least 3 times a week. If you can do once a day, I would highly recommend doing it. If I was able to do it while working a 9 to 5, you probably can too. So you have a lot of limiting beliefs right now. I know how it feels, but you can actually do it. It is possible. Focus on one platform. We don't want to be overwhelmed again. Focus on one platform. I would recommend Instagram. It's the easiest to get started, the easiest to build a real audience on. Then track what works. You gotta track everything. Track every single piece of content. Go back, look, how are they doing, and so on. For the next 45 days, I need you to double down on the best performing content. So what has been working the best? Go and look into the insights, what videos got the most views, but more importantly, what videos got the most shares and saves. Those are the 2 things you want to be looking at, because that's a piece of content that people relate to. Develop your signature style. So as I told here, you gotta develop your signature style. It doesn't have to be perfect in the beginning. You can always change this around. And then start engaging with your audience. Super important. You don't want to just schedule all of the content and never go into Instagram, because Instagram thinks that you're a bot then. So actually, when you post the content, go and reply to all of your comments. Go and find people in the same niche and you're in your target audience, and actually go and engage with those people. So comment on their post, go and DM them, and connect as a human would, right? And once you find the piece that works, you gotta double down. So for example here, I was trying a bunch of different things, and then suddenly this video right here hit 100k views, and I got 800 followers from this reel. So I did another one, and it got 300k views, and I did another one, 400k views, and 800k views, and then 1 million views. So once you find something that works, double down on it. You see how many followers I gained. Like, if I only would have posted this and walked away from this idea, I would have only gained like 800 followers. But now instead, my math is bad, but this is probably like 25,000 followers or something. So I gained a bunch of followers from this concept, and I'm still doing it because, yeah, people relate to it, they find it very valuable, and it actually drives my business. And yeah, recreate the same content with the same framework, and you can also just repost the same piece of content, like changing the clips around, changing the hook, or changing the music. You don't have to create a new piece of content all the time. So yeah, these videos are actually the same here, and yeah, you see the difference. Like, it got even more views when I reposted the same video. And before we wrap up this video, I want to let you know 3 tips that will save you months of trial and error. So start before you feel you're ready, because you are ready. You're not gonna feel more ready in a few months, a few years. Nothing magical is gonna happen. Just start now. It's not too late, it's not too early, it's the perfect time to start. Focus on helping one specific type of person. So you don't want to help everyone, you want to help one type of person, so one specific type of person. For example, someone who is struggling with filmmaking, someone who is struggling with losing weight, for example. There's so many different niches, so focus on something that you're good at, something that you love doing, because you're gonna do this for a long period of time and you're gonna do this every day. So pick something that you love, document your journey. You don't need to be an expert, so film everything. It's more relatable for people seeing you actually working towards your goal than actually being there. So document the journey. People want to see behind the scenes, and you want to build a connection with your audience. Be real with them and be authentic. Don't try to be someone that you're not, because that's gonna shine through the lens. So, I mean, if you found this video helpful, definitely check out Agency Hub. It's a community where we show you exactly how to build your brand, launch your brand, everything from filming, editing, growing your audience, and then actually making money from it. We currently have 45 lessons. We're building more all the time, so the price will increase very, very soon once we come out with even more modules. We're also doing one-on-one onboardings, weekly calls, and so on. So check out the link in my description. I have left a link to Agency Hub down below. And with that being said, it's time to get back to work.